chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike, or is that off the table?
It's on it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's been talks. It's possible.
Okay, so not totally against that possibility.
No, not at all. Not at all. But we just don't know.
The prime, I would probably pick Mayweather to win, just like I would probably pick Pacquiao to win, both in the prime.
Ooh, to beat Crawford.
Yeah, I think so.
Prime for prime? Nice.
Yeah. But is Crawford one of the greatest of all time? 100%. There definitely he is.
One right now. Number one. This is his generation. This is his timeline. He is the king right now.
Floyd Mayweather has finally revealed his plans to return in 2026. He confirmed that his first commitment will be this year in the highly publicized exhibition against Mike Tyson, but what truly caught attention was his revelation about what comes after. Mayweather admitted that once Tyson is out of the way, he is preparing for a real professional fight, potentially against Terence Crawford. He stated that talks are ongoing for a sanctioned bout and emphasized that both he and his team are working hard to make this return official.
Everything is going great. You know, I feel good. Working hard each and every day. And I can't wait for 2026.
Whenever conversations about dream fights surface, Floyd Mayweather's name is always at the center. Even in retirement, his shadow looms over the sport, with endless debates about whether he could defeat today's champions. Recently, Robert Garcia gave a sharp reality check on the idea of Mayweather facing Terence Crawford. Garcia admitted Floyd's career is unmatched in success, but also pointed out that unlike Crawford and Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather never became undisputed. Still, Garcia confessed that his respect for Floyd's skill and aura would make him lean toward picking Mayweather to win in such a fantasy showdown.
Man, he doesn't need it anymore.
With his accomplishments, the only man to ever do 3 weight divisions undisputed. Is he now a part of the greatest of all time conversation? And not of this era, but of all time.
Definitely is the greatest, one of the greatest of all times. You know, there's still greats out there. There's still, you know, his era or last era, you know, with the Mayweather, with the Pacquiao. I think he's, you know, already accomplished more Pacquiao was 8 divisions, so we could argue there because Pacquiao was, fuck, 8 division is almost impossible, and he did it. Mayweather never became undisputed. He's a 5 division champion, but never became undisputed. Never really followed that unification, stuff like that. So I think when it comes to accomplishments, I think he's already done more.
Garcia also highlighted the unique feats that set Crawford apart. Crawford has done what Mayweather never did: unify every belt in a division. Manny Pacquiao, too, achieved greatness across multiple weight classes with undisputed recognition. Garcia argued this is where Floyd's resume feels incomplete. Yes, Mayweather stayed undefeated, dominated opponents, and delivered legendary wins, but undisputed status eluded him. For Garcia, this doesn't erase Floyd's greatness. It simply proves Crawford belongs in the conversation as one of boxing's most complete fighters. Yet despite acknowledging Crawford's historic achievements, Garcia leaned on his first-hand experience to explain why he would still pick Floyd. His defense, timing, and ring IQ were on a different level.
I'd probably still pick Mayweather. Both in the prime, I would probably pick Mayweather to win, just like I would probably pick Pacquiao to win, both in the prime.
Ooh, to beat Crawford.
Yeah, I think so.
Prime for prime? Nice.
Yeah. But is Crawford one of the greatest of all time? 100%. There definitely he is.
With all that said, what can you ultimately say about what occurred and what we saw Saturday night?
It was a great event, great turnout, 70,000 plus people. Gate was fucking insane from what I understand. You know, fucking, that's good for boxing, man. Good for boxing, good for all the younger fighters. You know, all these new things going on. I think it's gonna be a positive thing for all the younger fighters.
Analyst Adito emphasized that there are 2 versions of Floyd Mayweather, both equally iconic. First, there was Pretty Boy Floyd, the fearless young fighter who overwhelmed opponents with speed, aggression, and razor-sharp combinations. Then came Money Mayweather, the businessman, defensive master, and pay-per-view king who built boxing's most lucrative empire. Olau described Floyd as a genius who carefully crafted both his fighting style and his image. Pretty Boy won fans by taking risks and scoring knockouts, while Money mesmerized audiences with mind games, technical brilliance, and global spectacle. Together, these two personas turned Floyd into more than just a fighter. He became the architect of modern boxing's business model.
Sorry. He's a genius. He is a fucking... You know, when I get bored with today's crop of boxers, and Terence, to be fair, has kind of helped me out of my boredom, but sometimes I just go on YouTube and I watch the 24/7s, and then I watch the fight. I'm not joking, I watch the whole fucking episodes, and then I watch the fight. And my guy is a genius. A genius. There will always be an argument, oh, you should have fought that person then, and I get it. I get it, right? It's kind of the argument you can't throw at Muhammad Ali, right? You could throw that argument at Floyd. But dude, unbeaten is unbeaten. Unbeaten is unbeaten. Multi-weight world champion is multi-weight world champion. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen a boxer so like, I'm gonna work you out, and then when I work you out, you're done. Shall I repeat that? I'm gonna work you out, and when I work you out, you're done. And Floyd had this thing where first 2 rounds, you think, oh shit, man, this guy's in this fight, and then he works you out. And then he works you out. Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd was better than Money, but Money Floyd had obviously the fights, right? In terms of the fights that brought all the eyeballs onto him, Oscar De La Hoya fight, you know what I mean? That Pretty Boy Floyd was like, Diego Corrales is probably the best performance really from Pretty Boy Floyd, right? Corrales, I think, was unbeaten at the time, and look what he did to him. But Money Floyd brought the eyeballs on. That's when he started being controversial. Genius. Genius outside the ring in terms of marketing. Genius inside the ring in terms of defensively, offensively as well. People don't give him as much credit offensively.
Former champion Zab Judah, who once shared the ring with Floyd, crowned Terence Crawford as the king of this generation. He explained that every era has its star, and right now that torch belongs to Crawford. Judah recalled how even Canelo Alvarez once suggested Crawford might be better than Floyd, and said those words shouldn't be taken lightly. In Judah's eyes, Crawford has already proven his dominance by beating top-level opponents across multiple divisions, and no one has yet found a way to solve his style. By saying this, Judah respected Floyd's legacy but also made it clear the current moment belongs to Crawford. Comparisons across eras are natural, but today, Crawford deserves recognition as boxing's number one.
Right now, number one. This is his generation. This is his timeline. He is the king right now.
Just seen in the press conference, Canelo said that Crawford's better than Mayweather. What do you think?
He's not lying. He fought him. You should know. How can somebody tell somebody that fought both of these guys, that he know?
Yeah.
Anybody would know, Canelo would know.
What do you think's next for both?
I don't know.
Rematch. You like to rematch?
Not very nice. Rematch always sound good. But in a rematch, it'll be the same thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Matter of fact, in a rematch, I'm predicting stoppage early.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah.
Trainer Breadman Edwards took a different stance, shutting down the idea of Mayweather versus Crawford altogether. He argued the matchup feels forced and unnecessary. Edwards believes Crawford deserves to enjoy his success without being constantly measured against legends of the past. He even suggested that if Floyd wants another crossover spectacle, a clash with Roy Jones Jr. makes more sense. It's a fantasy fight built on names and curiosity, not disrupting the current pound-for-pound king's momentum. Edwards stressed that Crawford should be celebrated for his historic accomplishments now, not dragged into endless fantasy debates that overshadow his era.
See, never gonna get this fight, unfortunately. Just two different generations. And I'm not necessarily asking you who would win, but if Floyd and Crawford were to cross paths prime for prime, would you just put that as that's 50-50, man? I don't know. Or are you just like, I might still give the edge to Floyd?
Man, I don't really want to compare them right now, Hans, if we seeing everything that's going on with Floyd and Roy. You know what I mean? And, they competitive guys. Next thing you know, Bud and Floyd will be mad at each other, man, and wanting to fight because people is like putting them against each other. Let's just enjoy the moment. I don't know. It's a close fight. It's things Floyd do better. It's things that Bud do better. But I'd rather not say, and I'm not going to just lie and just say nothing, and make up something just to I got my opinion on, you know, how the fights would go, and, you know, but I think we should just let the man enjoy his great moment. He's a great fighter. And I see a lot of immature stuff, and I don't like the way things is going with Floyd and Roy. They two guys that a lot of the younger guys look up to, and they taking shots at each other in the media because of the who's better and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I just want to see Bud enjoy his moment. And, you know, unfortunately, they didn't fight. You know, they could have made, they kind of two different eras though. Even though they was fighting at the same time, Floyd kind of was doing his different thing over there with PBC, and Bud's a lot young, about 10 years younger than him. So it didn't happen, and we got to just live with it. You know what I mean?